Got it. What would owning this club, this spa that you have in mind, what would that fulfill for you?
A job that has more purpose. I like my job and I'm good at what I do. Unfortunately, it just doesn't bring me a whole lot of personal satisfaction. So, and it aligns more along the lines of what I'm about in life anyway. So I think that, it's a lower stress job. It's something that I would enjoy doing, and I have more control over, its growth and where I take it than I do in my current position now.
Understood. Good. And so your idea on this spa, that would be more value to other people.
Yeah, you don't mind if I write that up in my business plan, do you? That's exactly what I want.
Well, that's excellent. That is a worthwhile ambition. I can see why you would be wanting to get that.
Yeah.
Well, what I'd like to do, if you're agreeable to it, is that I'd like to send you an online movie and have you take a look at it. It's just about 20 minutes. And what it does is it just explains the concept. There's no hype or anything like that involved in it. It just explains the concept. And then I'd like to just explore with you, because I think this could help you achieve what you're after here in terms of adding value to people's lives. I think it would give you time, and I also think that it would give you the additional resources in terms of money that you need to achieve that. Can we do that?
I'd be interested in looking at it. I'm glad you kind of caveated the length of the video, because if it had been extremely long, I genuinely just maxed out on having time to be able to focus on anything. So, but yeah, 20 minutes, absolutely, I can spare that. So, sure, I'll take a look at it.
Do you mind if I just bring up this time issue just a little bit? Do you mind if I just say a couple of things on it and have you view it from perhaps another perspective?
Please do.
Okay. If you just kind of took a look, and I don't want to in any way invalidate anything that you've done or said or anything like that. It's just sometimes you can look at something from a different view and go, I never looked at it that way. And so that's all I want to do here is just to add that for you, okay?
Sure.
All right. If you were to take a piece of paper and divide it into 3 equal parts, all right? And on the left side, we'll call that sleep. All right, so let's just say that we're all good and we sleep 8 hours.
Okay.
All right.
Do I need to be drawing this out now?
No.
Okay.
just a visual is all I want you to have on it.
Okay.
And I'm drawing it over here so that I can explain it correctly.
Okay.
So that left 1/3 is 8 hours of sleep. Right.
Mhm.
The middle third is 8 hours of work.
Mhm.
And the third that's on the right-hand side is the 8 hours of stuff. All right. So I can assume, and if I'm wrong, correct me, that you don't really want to sacrifice the sleep.
Not wanting to, true, but unfortunately that's what seems to get sacrificed.
Of course.
Because I don't work a regular 8-hour shift day. I work 9 hours a day, and I have every other Friday off, so it's not a typical schedule.
Okay. And whatever the schedule is, it really is, it's more the visual of what we're going to try to accomplish here.
Okay.
And so we don't want to sacrifice the sleep, right?
Right.
And I assume that you can't just up and quit your job right now.
No.
Right? So we can't mess with the second third of this piece of paper.
Right.
So the only thing that we have is this right-hand side, which is 8 hours. So 3 times 8 is 24, at least in Tennessee where I went to school it was.
Last time I checked it was, yes.
Okay. So the only thing that you can work with is on the right-hand side of this column. Now, if you were to look back over, say, the last month, looked at that right-hand column called stuff, would you say that you have devoted your drive towards accomplishing the things that Tisha really wants out of life?
A portion of that, yeah, I would.
A portion of it. What portion?
Well, the portion that requires me to go to school and establish the credentials I need to get there. It's probably every bit of, well, if I had to break it down on a daily basis for the 8 hours, it would be 2 to 3 hours a day are spent, doing homework, research, class, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, good. All right, so we have about 6 hours a day, 6 hours remaining out of that. So what happens is that as we look backwards on life, we kind of look and go, you know what, I used all 24 hours every single day my whole life. But did I really accomplish the things I truly wanted in life, or did I just get so busy with other things that I sacrificed what I really wanted out of life? And so that's what I'd like you to just take a look at, so that as you evaluate what I'm going to send you, and you can say, okay, well, obviously the only way one accomplishes what they really truly want out of life is that they use that 8 hours on the right-hand side to gain them more of the 8 hours in the middle column.
Fair assessment. So I could have been all along achieving what I think I'm ultimately getting at. I'm just probably getting impatient with the fact that it's taking so long because I'm only allotted so many hours a day.
Right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
I appreciate the other perspective, because sometimes the list of reasoning in your own head doesn't always make sense.
Yeah. So if you just if you pretend for just a little bit that you're Superwoman and you totally control your whole life and that you can decide your schedule and you will decide it and that you'll accomplish this thing that you want, and so you have to use that 8 hours on the right side to gain more time in the middle column. It's the only way that it can possibly logically work.
Right.
All right. Do you have something to write with?
Yeah, I do.
It is www.
I'm sorry, hold on. I'm supposed to know it's not cooperating. Okay, go ahead.
www.explorefreedom.com
Okay.
/Trump, TRUMP, as in Donald.
So he's sponsoring this, huh?
No.
Okay.
And read that back to me and make sure you got it.
www.explorefreedom.com /Trump.
All right. And when you get to there, you'll see my ugly mug on the right-hand side. I actually am dressed a little nicer than I was at the gym.
Probably not nearly as sweaty either, but okay.
That's right. All right, and on the left-hand side, there's going to be 2 movie links. One is How the Wealthy Got That Way, which is really cool. It's about 10 minutes, and you can just take a look at that one. But the one that I want to talk to you about is the one called Brilliant Compensation. It's the link right underneath How the Wealthy Got That Way.
Okay.
When do you think you'll get a chance to take a look at that?
Let's see. Between weekly activities for the trips this weekend, probably Monday. I can probably take a look at it during my lunch break.
All right. When would be a good time for us to talk after Monday? Are you off on Mondays? No, you're off on Fridays, you said.
Right, every on Friday. No, I'm not. But you could probably reach me on my lunch hour on Tuesday.
Okay, and what time would that be?
11:15.
11:15 on Tuesday. And what number should I call?
Area code 6.
All right. Well, very good, Tisha. I enjoyed talking to you, and you're going to take a look at that, and I will call you at exactly 11:15 on Tuesday.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, did you notice that time seemed to always be an issue? I think this call does a great job of giving you a view that some people live in the frame of mind that time is running out, that there's not enough time, or someone controls their time. I hope this call was valuable to you. All right, let's move to the next common objection, which is this sales? The is this sales objection comes up because the prospect is resistant to being rejected, or they felt pressured by a salesperson at some point and feels that's what salespeople do. So first off, you need to find out what picture of sales they have in their mind. The second thing you need to establish and get their agreement on is what sales really is. When I discussed the questions and objection remedy, I used is this sales as the example. In that particular objection, the person had the perception of door-to-door sales. Now, that's not a common objection. Normally when this objection comes up, it has to do with your prospect not feeling confident in their ability to communicate. So in handling this objection, you need to discuss communication in all the different ways they communicate and draw the connection that they are always selling by communicating. Also, explain to them that you will really help them by training. People who have this objection really want training. Very often people who have the sales objection have made the excuse that people are either born with the ability to sell or they weren't. Here are a couple of questions that you can ask to dig into this objection and get your prospect talking. When you picture sales, what do you see? Another one is, What's been your experience around